like a Hellcat.
Oh, hi, welcome back to Calcus Talks. Just washing our hands before we start. So, today, we are making gumbo for Mardi Gras. So, right over here, we got our andouille sausage, got our diced onions, diced tomatoes, and some shrimp. And 2 pots. So, first thing we want to do is we want to grab our butter and we're going to turn this on medium. So once that's on medium, we're going to go ahead and add our butter to the pot. And we're going to let that melt. So while that melts, we're going to take our other pot here, and we're going to put water in it. We're going to bring that back over here. And put that on high because we want to bring that water to a boil. That water is for our rice. So over here we want to grab our wooden paddle. And we want to smack the shit out of it. No, I'm kidding. We want to mix it around. Make sure that butter gets all nice and melted in there. And what we're going to do once our butter is melted is we're going to add some flour and we're going to create a roux with it. Yeah, I just cleaned the stove, so these burners are freshly cleaned, so that's probably why you see a little smoke. These burners, so I literally just cleaned them.
You know, it's one distinct spot on the back of the pot that looks like all the steam's emanating from.
Well, it was emanating from the whole thing a minute ago. Now it's just that one spot.
Yeah.
So it's just taking a while because, again, I literally just cleaned it. So.
Oh, and if everybody wants to know, Sean did something new with his goatee / beard.
I decided to try to tie it back. I didn't like how it was like spreading out everywhere. I'm like, I'm gonna tie it back, and then I found this string on a wine bottle that we just randomly had lying around. I'm like, oh wait, maybe this will work. Because we don't have anything else, I just found a string on a bottle. Like, let's try this. Alright, now our butter is getting nice and melted in here. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, now that our butter has melted completely over here, we're going to grab our flour. We're going to add about, well, the rest of this bag. Yeah, we're low, but it's anywhere between a fourth cup to a cup. We're going to be adding about a cup. So I want to get it nice and creamy there. So we're just going to mix this in, get this nice and creamy. See, it still has lumps. You don't really want the lumps. You want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Just like that. If you look here, you want it just like that, nice and silky smooth, still a little creamy. All right, and then we're going to be adding our diced onions in. And our diced tomatoes.
Again, using our favorite method of measuring with teacups.
If you were wondering, it's actually a cup each. No, I do not know that just because I put them in teacups. I actually know that's a cup because I actually did measure out a cup. And we're going to add our andouille sausage into here too. Nice and mixed in there like that. Looks almost like a slaw. Alright. Next, we're going to add 4 cups of chicken broth. Now, this is 4 cups, so we're just adding this whole thing. Now, we're going to mix it in. Now, generally, gumbo has peppers in it. Not spicy peppers, like green bell peppers. Sometimes you put a little green onion on top. We're not using, we're not doing peppers today. We're doing this a little different here. So we're going to mix this in, make sure it's all nice and mixed together. And then we're going to be adding get it out. Are you gonna come out? Oh, you're gonna come out as a half, okay? Try and grab another one. Ah, there it is. So we're going to be using 1 bay leaf. That's 2 halves. It came apart. So we're going to be just drop that in there, like so. And then we're going to be using some, of course, my favorite, sea salt. Again, kosher salt is generally used for this, but you know how I am with sea salt. I love my sea salt. Just brings out the flavor more, in my opinion. That's my opinion, though. Then we have some ground black pepper that we're going to be adding, some fresh ground black pepper. Some vampire repellent or garlic powder.
Despite the daywalker here being perfectly fine.
So you can use minced garlic, but I'm using garlic powder because it's what we have on hand. But again, if you have fresh peeled garlic or unpeeled garlic lying around, use it. We don't, so we're just using garlic powder. And the most important ingredient in any Cajun dish, Cajun seasoning, or Creole seasoning in this case. So we're just going to add all that in there. And mix that in. Now we're going to grab a lid for our pot. And we're going to cover it and bring down the heat to medium low, or 3 if you have a number dial. And we're just going to let that heat up and blend together and mix up and let it simmer a bit. So now that our water is boiling, we're going to go ahead and drop that down to medium heat. Grab our white rice, and we're actually using the rest of this, so actually that's a good point. I'll need this topping. There we go. And we're gonna let our rice cook, and we're going to let this mix together. We're gonna leave it covered and mix together for about 30 minutes. So we will see you in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Woo! Welcome back to Couch Socks. And our that smells really good. Our gumbo is boiling here, so we're gonna go ahead and mix it up here. We're going to mix it up here, and then we're going to add more Cajun seasoning here. Some more freshly ground black pepper. More garlic powder. Some more sea salt. Mix that in. And then we're going to add our shrimp in. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks lovely. Coming together real nice here. And also look how creamy that is. It just coats the spoon. That's some real, it's gonna be some real creamy gumbo here. Another thing we're going to add at this step is we're adding some cayenne pepper. Just to give it a little jazz. Oh yeah, that smells real nice. Again, I wish we had technology where we can send the smell through the camera. Alright, now that that's all mixed up, I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to cover it again. And we're going to let it cook for another 30 minutes. And that should be that will be the last of the 30 minutes. So we will see you in 30 minutes. And welcome back to Celtic Talks. So we're going to go ahead and check on our gumbo now. Oh, look at that beautiness here. Our friendly neighborhood Thomas the Train. Kidding. The train is loud. We don't live that close to the train tracks yet. We can still hear it. I mean, we're not terribly far, but
We're a lot farther than we were at our old place.
yeah, at the old place, I live right across the street from the train tracks.
Yeah.
Alright, so our gumbo is done. Look at that beautiness. So we're going to go ahead and take it. Going to get all out. Actually, we'll get two. first we're going to go ahead and put our rice in our bowls. Next, we're going to go ahead and put our gumbo on top. Look at that beautiness. Get the other one ready. Alright. Kind of try and get some shrimp and andouille and rice in here. Actually, really good. See what Josh thinks. Yeah. Other than hot, because you didn't blow on it. Woo!
Yeah, goddamn it. So yeah, other than like an immediate
Fail.
burn to the throat, it's pretty damn good. Worth the burn a bit.
Fail in that sense, but it actually was good. So yeah, that's it for us here on Celtic Talks. We'll see you later.